So I didn't film anything this week really, so I'm going to just show you my library. I have a bunch of books, as you can see. You wouldn't think that I'd read a lot of them, but I've actually read a majority of the books in this bookcase. Looking at it now, I see that I've read a bunch of them. So I'm going to go through them and just talk about them. That's what this video is going to be mostly, because I don't have any footage. All my books are in alphabetical order by last name of the author, because that's how I want my books to be, so that's how they are. First up is Flowers in the Attic. The first one is really good. I like it a lot. It's kind of weird, but it's good. A little bit of incest, but not much. And then you get to the second book is alright. It's a little bit weird, but you know, it's okay. And the third book is where it starts getting really weird, and it's just like, what is going on? I have no idea. I haven't read this book. It's a bunch of short stories, and I've read a couple of the short stories and I just didn't like them. So I don't know why I still have this book, because I don't like it, but it's here. This was the fourth in the series of books. I don't have any of the other ones. I haven't read any of the other ones, but I just jumped in, read this book without having read any of the other ones. It was pretty good. And I don't think I'd read it again, but it was pretty good. Da Vinci Code. I read this book. I've only read through it once. I read it when I was in high school, because that's when it came out. My sister's religious education teacher was talking about this book, and he was like, if anyone reads this book, they're going to hell. And my sister was like, my sister read that book, and she didn't think it was so bad. But yeah, I'm going to hell apparently because I read this book. That's why you go to hell, for reading books. Haven't read this book, so don't know what it's about. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Very popular book on Tumblr. I liked it. It was good. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but it was good. I liked it. I would read it again. I recommend it. I liked it. This book is about wolves running, or wolves living. I don't really remember. I don't really remember what it's about, but I read it and I liked it. It was good. It's from the point of view of wolves. If you like reading from the point of view of animals, pick up this book. If you only like to read about humans, then I wouldn't recommend it, but I did like it when I read it. This book, I have no idea what it's about. I don't know if it's a romance novel. Romance novels, they always trick me because they always have these weird titles and they have these cool covers, and you would think that this is a fantasy novel, right? Which is what I like. I like fantasy novels, but this could easily be a romance novel. I don't know. The back kind of makes it seem like it might be a romance novel. I got rid of all my romance novels because I don't like them. And I would always pick them up by accident at book places where you get a bunch of books for $1. So I got rid of all those, but I don't know if this one is a romance novel or not, so I still have it. But I haven't read it. The Incredible Journey. Probably all seen this movie. They made a couple of them. I really enjoyed this book, I guess. It was good. Nothing special. I don't really remember. I read it when I was younger, so I don't really remember it. But I think I liked it. This book I had to read in 7th grade or something for history. It's about the Civil War. It's alright for a book you got to read in school, so I liked it. This book is very simple. Quick read. I only read it once. It's okay. I don't think I liked it that much, but a lot of people did. So just because I don't like it doesn't mean you won't like it. Michael Crichton, I haven't read any of his books. We've got Airframe and The Rising Sun. I haven't read either of these. I read The Lost World, though. I didn't read Jurassic Park. I just jumped right into the second one, and I liked it, but it's all plot, and I don't really like books that are all plot and no character development. So that's what these books are, which makes me hesitant to start reading these, because I really don't like reading books that are just all plot. Well, I might get to them eventually. I don't know. I read this book, The General's Daughter. I liked it. It was good. I don't remember what it was about, though, but I did like it. I remember it was a page-turner. I wanted to see what happened next, so it was good. Junot Díaz. This book got me an A in my Intro to Writing Fiction class. I bought it for $20. I got it signed by the author, and I paid $5 to get into the event where he was signing it, and I got 25 extra credit points for that, which got me an A in the class. I did not like this book. I read it because I did all that stuff to buy it, and it's signed, and it's a Pulitzer Prize winning book. I did not like it, though. I hated it, actually. It's got Spanish in it, and I don't speak Spanish. I just didn't like it. It was awful. I would not recommend it. I did not like it at all. I haven't read this book. I don't even know what it is. I think it's about vampires. Anne Frank! Don't like this book. I really don't. It's horrible to say. Who doesn't like Anne Frank? But I don't. I don't like her. I don't like this book. It's boring to me. Johnny Tremain! I read this book when I was in 7th grade also. 7th grade history book. I don't think I liked it. Old Yeller! Nice and short. I think it's like 80 pages long or something. Nothing special though. I don't think I liked it that much. I've got a whole bunch of John Green books. I really like John Green. I highly recommend him as an author. I did not like Abundance of Catherines. I did not like this one. This is the only one of John Green's books that I don't like. I really don't like it. But I really like Looking for Alaska and Paper Towns. And Will Grayson is okay. It's kind of weird. I don't really love it. But these two, I really like them a lot, and I highly recommend them. I haven't read this book. Don't know what it's about. Probably won't read it ever. Marley and Me, read it. It was okay. I liked the movie a lot better than I liked the book. I got the True Blood books, the first 3. This one I got for free. They gave it to me when I went to the True Blood event. I bought the first 2 because I didn't want to read the 3rd one and not have read the first 2. But I don't know if I actually ever read any of these because I would like watching the show. I don't know if I like the books. But I do have them if I ever want to read them. This is a autobiography or something like that. And it's kind of boring, so I wouldn't recommend that you read it. Seabiscuit! I got this book for free from a school for reading 25 books. They give you a free book. And this is the one I picked out. I haven't read it, though, so I don't know if it's good. I did like the movie. Don't know if I'm going to like the book. This was One Book, One Campus at FSU. This was the book we had. And I was really excited to open my orientation bag and see that they gave me a book for free, only it wasn't really for free because you had to pay so much money to go to school. But it was for free, and I actually really like this book. I saw the movie that they made after I saw the book, and the movie was okay, but I really liked the book, and it's really cool and awesome. I don't know what this book's about, haven't read it. The title looks cool, so I picked it up. This book I got because, you know, everyone's heard of the movie The Perfect Storm. My dad read it. I think he liked it. I don't know if I will like it. I haven't read it yet. I read this book for like 11th or 12th grade. I don't remember what. I did not like it. I hated it. It's awful. It's not even a complete book. This is scraps of a novel that this guy never finished before he died. And I don't know why we had to read it, because who wants their novel being read when it's not completed? So yeah, I did not like this book at all. Haven't read this one. I really like this book. I had to read it in 10th or 11th grade, and I really do like it. I highly recommend it. Some of the problems mentioned in this book in mental institutions still exist. Maybe they're not as horrible as they were, but they're still not as good as they should be. I read this book. I don't like it. I don't like the way it's written. I don't like Rudyard Kipling. He's a jerk. Sarah borrowed this book, lost it, gave it back to me a couple years after she borrowed it. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not good. The movie's good. I like The Jungle Book, the movie, the Disney version, but I don't like the book at all. I got some Dean Koontz books just because there's this kid in my class who was obsessed with Dean Koontz, but I don't know if I'm going to like him. I've never read him, and don't know if I ever will, but I have them in case I ever want to give the author a try. Call of the Wild, I've read this book a couple times, so I really do like it, by Jack London. It's about a dog, a sled dog, kind of like Balto a little bit. I like it. I would recommend it. Gathering Blue, I read this book, but I don't remember anything about it. I don't remember if I liked it or if I didn't like it. I know I liked The Giver, which is written by the same person who wrote this one. I really like The Giver. I've read this book a couple times, and I'm thinking about reading it again soon just because I really like it. I guess it's one of my favorite books, you could say. Highly recommend this one. I don't remember anything about this one, though. The Crucible is a play. I read it in 12th grade. I liked it. Not really a play person, though, but I did like it. I thought it was interesting. I've got Shiloh, the first one, and then I've got the third one. I don't have the second one, and I never did have the second one. I liked Shiloh. I don't remember if I liked this one, and yeah, there we go. Eragon! I haven't read it. I heard it was good, though. They made a movie out of it, you know, so I picked it up. One day I'll read it, maybe, but I haven't read it yet.